Today is Monday, March 18. Starting tomorrow, high watch time for major FFs. The 19th, especially tomorrow, Tuesday, 319. Then starting Wednesday, March 20th, high watch time for rapture. 20th to 21st is the 10th day of the first month in our calendar. It's also the mid-spring season, the middle of spring. It's referred to Jesus entered Jerusalem before his arrest and crucifixion. It's also related to Noah, and everybody went on a boat, which is they got raptured on the 10th. So it's extremely high watch for rapture because Friday and Saturday, March 22nd and 23rd, I wish time for a time turn back to 15 years back. 2009 is possible, one of the possibilities. And then the other possibility is 2012, 12 years back. So it's the 13th day of the first month in our calendar is when Jesus was arrested. The scripture that is related to the time travel back to the past, John 18. I will read from John 18:4. Jesus therefore, knowing all things that should come upon him, went forth and said unto them, Whom seek ye? They answered him, Jesus of Nazareth. Jesus saith unto them, I am he. And Judas also, which betrayed him, stood with them. As soon then as he had said unto them, I am he, they went backward and fell to the ground. So this is the key indication that the time shifts and travel back. But at that time, in the scripture here, hasn't mentioned exactly how many years back. So they went backward and fell to the ground. Then asked he them again, Whom seek ye? And they said, Jesus of Nazareth. So this is the second time that they asked. Jesus answered, I have told you that I am he. So this is again the second time Jesus answered them, If therefore ye seek me, let these go their way, that the saying might be fulfilled which he spake, Of them which thou gavest me have I lost none. This is exactly portrayed in the movie Back to the Future. The first time when Marty traveled back to when his parents first met. At that time, Twin Pines Mall, 1 a.m. 16 minutes. So we all know it's 2 towers, 1 plus 1. Then when he traveled back to 1985, turns into Lone Pine Mall. The time is 1 a.m. 33 minutes. Then turn to 34 minutes. So 133. We passed March 13. Nothing happened. And then the upcoming March 31st, is coming soon, and it's also a highest time for rapture because it's the 21st day of the first month in Enoch calendar. And then look at it. Before the first time travel, two towers, 91 plus 1, JC Penny, Jesus Christ, right? Then after the first time travel, one tower, which is now 133. So 1 3 is equal to 1, and then that's 11 here, and then 3 times 3 is 9. So there you go, that's a 9 plus 1 here as well. Okay, now so then that is exactly they copied from the Bible when the first time they asked where is Jesus, and then Jesus asked them which is the first time travel, then they fell down backward, which is Marty comes back from the past to 1985, then things change, right? And then they ask again, where is Jesus? And then Jesus answered them again. So that is like exactly portrayed in Back to the Future. So 16 minutes, 33 minutes minus 16 minutes, 17. 17 is the day that Jesus risen and ascended to heaven and then came back down. 17. Okay, 17 minutes, 3 days, the third day, 3 nights and the third day, right? So that's the time travel element in the scripture, which is this coming Friday to Saturday. Then I watch time for rapture this coming Sunday to next Monday, the 24th, 25th, 24th full moon, 14 days of the first month in Enoch calendar, which is the Passover. The Passover, then the 17th day of the first month is on Wednesday, next Wednesday, March 27 to 28th. I watch time for rapture. Then March 31st, again, how much time for rapture, 21st day of the first month in Enoch calendar. So basically, they copy the scriptures and then use a different storytelling to present the time travel element here in John 18, especially from John 18 5 to 8. So that's a second timeline, which is we are in the corrupted timeline. So that's why we needed to go back in time and go back to the correct timeline in order to start the 7 years end time tribulation. And of course, the first fruits, which is pointing to now. I'm not sure the sequence of events, but my analogy is the first rapture before the whole world turned back in time. So the unknown number of saints, the first fruits will disappear. Then the whole world turned back in time and also back to the correct timeline. then everything will not be delayed anymore. With that said, this is also portrayed in Harry Potter. I think it's the sixth movie when they first enter into the battle, the finale with uh, Lord Voldemort. There's a scene Hermione, she used magic to erase herself from the pictures in the living room at her house so that all the pictures only had either her mom or parents or her dad in the pictures, not with her. She disappeared. She no longer in the world. She never existed, which means. So I'm speculating this is the case, The rapture, the first rapture, hopefully Wednesday, Thursday. Then the world turn back in time, for example, let's say 2009, and the people that disappeared, which is the people, the first fruits that goes to heaven, they never existed, and people will not remember them. This is just my speculation. Um, so because different timelines, events are different, but they have the fundamental blueprint, but you know the details usually are different. Now I'd like to discuss this news from royal family. They notify BBC that they will have a major announcement at any moment now. Because the past few weeks, ever since Christmas, last Christmas, people have been speculating Kate's already dead. And the royal family's been covering up because the photograph that they published a week or two ago ended up to be photoshopped. And that triggered rumors about she actually is dead. According to reports, BBC Events Production Unit has been notified to keep an eye out for a major announcement from the royal family in the wake of current health crisis. The first one, I think, is Kate, then they will announce the vampire trials later. But won't be too long now. They need to erase the UK monarchy from existence. Okay. Uncertainty around her appearance to mark arguably one of the biggest royal events poses suspicion over the prospective announcement. Kate Middleton's lawyer has reportedly said he believes she is dead. So now they keep flushing in articles regarding warning of another US banking crisis from The Economist. It's been going on since at least February. Actually, they're paving the way to crash the system now, since we have the sacrifice of Cain, 42 years old, exactly 4 to 42 months, which is what the Antichrist will reign. Then he will um, destroy the world after 42 months. Now, a lot of things pointing to now, and the um, tsunamis, and then earthquakes. Also, the time turned back to a number of years, and also there's a YouTuber. He explained plutonium. Actually, they are referencing to Pluto because the U.S. established as an independent country when Pluto's energy heightened at the time in 1776. And then Pluto is the god of the underworld in Roman mythology, which means this country, the USA, you can say created by the underworld energies. The energies from Pluto. It's sad but true, and that's why they've been promoting quote unquote nuclear technology. They technically just repeating the underworld energy, really, not because they really will use so-called nuclear energy, nuclear weapons, and all the weapons basically are witchcrafts, not necessarily a genuine, real weapon like a handgun or a tank, you know. So it's weird, I know. It's strange, but the truth is stranger than the matrix system. We should know that by now.